this is Eternal Empire for the first map, so I am expecting maybe the double Stargate Mass Phoenix play gonna be coming in.
Do you think he will play the same as he did in the first series?
Who? Pezz or
Pezz.
I may change things up. I feel like he wants to change things up. You know, keep NXZ guessing, but you know, it depends on what happens really. But getting into that first game, get hyped, everybody. Get everybody into this. This is going to be one hell of a series. I can tell you that.
Yes, one player will qualify, the other will be eliminated and will be forced to try again tomorrow. Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed. But we are on to the Eternal Empire for this one. Get hype, get ready, because this guy who is sporting in the top right, the purple Protoss, representing Mindfreak and the nation of Australia, this is Pezz.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have the Australian Zerg player representing Legacy Esports. It is NXZ. Ryan goddamn Jones.
Wait, does that make NXZ the Australia of OCE? Because we had Max Angel.
I mean,
and we have Ryan goddamn Jones.
Maybe. Is Ryan Jones, is he a detective? Is the question. Is that what he is?
To be honest, that sounds like a detective name, right?
Yeah, it does. You know, we could add it to the lore. We can add it to the canon.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we've seen NXZ. He does pull off aviators quite nicely, so I can see him in a trench coat.
Yeah, it's in a darkly dim lit room in a noir film. Just as a lovely, beautiful lady walks in, it's like, I'm not in the game anymore.
And is that lady really probe in the Sailor Moon cosplay? Is that?
Yeah. That's what the mystery is, figuring out who the hell the mysterious lady is. Turns out to be Probe in a Gumby costume.
Oh, God. Yeah, this scene is you know, there's a lot of quirks to it. You know, we've got players who are coming back, who have all these different styles. Meanwhile, the best in the region.
No. It's Probe showing up to NXZ's office in the Sailor Moon, convincing him to come back to StarCraft.
What have they done to you?
What have they done to you? I remember you used to beat me senseless all the time.
Oh, God.
What's changed? The Vietnam players are so good. And Edward's back. We don't know how, but he's back.
Oh, God.
That is that Stargate play coming from Pezz. So whether it's going to be that double Stargate Mass Phoenix play, it's left to the imagination of us all. It is going to be Phoenix first, and I feel like he wants to go for it again. And that placement of that second pylon, that's where he had it last time.
So far, this is a tell. He goes Phoenix first, and this looks like what he goes for whenever he goes for double Stargate opener. Again, I don't know how I feel about this, especially because NXZ, he's seen this before. He can adjust, he can go up against it again. Last time he did go for Corruptors, if I recall correctly, to deal with the double Stargate, and it went in NXZ's favor. We'll see if Pezz ends up throwing another one down, as he is going for an Oracle behind this. No second Stargate quite yet.
Oh, going for the Robo.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he's just trying to fake it out here. Would actually really good of Pezz to do that, you know. Stick to that one Stargate, but don't make anything out of it. guess we'll have to see what it is. There's the Twilight Council. Yeah, I don't think it's the double Stargate.
Yeah, honestly, I like this from Pezz. I do think that it would be a little bit predictable if he did the same thing. So yeah, opting to go for Robo and a Twilight Council behind this, which again, we have seen Protoss players do as well as a follow-up to this Stargate. We'll see how much can get done as... Yeah.
Oh, only one drone. But I do like the Roach Roaring getting thrown down here by NXZ, you know, macroing up to that stage of PvZ that you want to be at as a Zerg, you know, getting that Roach Roaring. He does see the amount of adepts that are being made. Charge actually is going to be the upgrade that's getting researched. I think we've seen this before, and early Templar archives as well. He thinks this may be a some adept pressure into an Archon drop.
Yeah, we'll see what Pezz decides to go for. I do like that he is going for charge. I do like that he's mixing things up as well. We'll see how NXZ does. Since NXZ, he's playing pretty standard. He's done this in the majority of his EVPs, at least the ones that he doesn't go Swarmhost Nidus.
He's only won one game off that. So far, I think has a 33% win rate. The other times he's done it.
Yeah.
Goliathwood Constitution on the way here for the Roaches. Third base just getting warped in as well for Pezz. So pretty standard PvC, I would say, so far. But I think that Warp Prism actually got into the main. Maybe it does, and yeah, what's that Archon drop I was thinking of? But the Roaches do throwing away these two Archons and the Phoenix. And I do like the addition of the Phoenix, you know, with that Warp Prism. Gets the Overlord's way, can pick up Queens as well, but like I said, he's already on top of the whatchamacallit? Like on top of like where that prism is going to be. You know, he saw him move his army down to that third base and getting the spy behind this as well. You know, going to be taking up into those meters with a relatively anti-air army. There's only just that one Phoenix and these two Archons.
Yeah, I mean, again, these Archons haven't really dealt too much damage. They've kept NXZ busy at home, which is quite nice, you know, killing off a Queen here and there, killing off a drone. The big issue is that I don't believe he has seen that Spire, so he has no idea that the potential Muta switch is on its way. And without knowing that, you know, there's no blink. There are a couple of Archons which are nice, but again, Mutalists, we've seen them dive in and just obliterate worker lines.
Yeah. Well, we did see Pezz trying to poke out that fourth base of NXZ. It's not going to be successful. That Spire just finishing now. Banging this as well. 6 Mutas are on the way. +1 range as well as Mutized Carapace for that Overlord speed. Oh no, the transferring drones at the wrong time here. That's not what you really want as NXZ, but does manage to keep the Overseer alive there with a transfuse from a Queen. Now what's the main... Yeah, there's only... Has he gone for Storm, actually? No Storm from Pezz here. It is only just the sentries that are going to be able to shoot up.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, the Mutalists, they do get spotted. Ooh. And a nice recall there with the Warp Prism is able to keep those Archons alive, and it's so important that he kept those Archons alive for the defense against the Mutalists. As again, the Mutalists, yeah, they're already here.
The cannons and the almost got that Warp Prism before the recall, but Pezz was quick on the draw. But now here comes that second Stargate, and he wants to go into that Mass Phoenix style. There's the army there, but there are a couple of Stalkers could have picked off the High Templar. I don't think he would. Nice revelation onto the Muse there. Will keep him nice and tracked as they do plan to go into that main base. 2 Phoenixes are there. Now, there can be Corruptors on the way, so he can get out this Mutatech. He isn't making any more.
Exactly.
He's been focusing on his ground army.
Like this, honestly, this is kind of a bait. Like Pezz, he's going for Phoenixes, but this is a response to the Mutalisks, and he's getting them for like the anti-Mutalisk army, which is understandable. But NXZ, he isn't committing anymore to the Mutalisks. He's focusing on his ground army. He's getting a bunch of Lings, Banelings, +1 melee as well. He's focusing on his ground army, and this could completely catch Pezz off guard.
Yeah, but I think those two zealots are going to find the army at least find the main part. So, oh wow, I thought he was going to bane bust the pylons there. And he may actually will. There we go, still has a few left over, but the Archons are there. The main army just going to get zoned out by the majority of that firm. Stasis Sword getting already used by the Lings there. Nice work by Pezz. And actually, the main army, like I said, he's multi-pronging this. No more Stalkers, no more Adepts. The Cybercore is down. Alright, Stasis Sword being used again.
Yeah, the Stasis Swords are just doing so well here for Pezz, and yeah, he was able to hold and defend against the ground army quite nicely, and now NXZ is a little bit on the back foot. He's gonna have to find another kind of composition, but can he get into the natural?
Hey, move!
The move command!
There we go, fine, but it's way too late. Walked in, the storm. Oh, but you know, that may distract the main army here, but there are two High Templar with full energy. That is a lot of storms, if I recall.
Yeah, that is a lot of energy and a lot of storms. But NXZ, he's trying to keep him busy. The storm just land on all the Banelings. They all get completely taken out. Oh god. And we've got a fleet beacon behind this.
Yeah, it's transitioning into that Golden Martyr. Great Aspire as well on the way here. Want to transfer into those Broodlords, but with Pezz being able to get out Tempest with this fleet beacon, I think it's such a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think Pezz, he is pretty comfortable at home. Like, he has the breathing room to tech up and go into this Skytoss army. We'll see whether he goes for carriers or Tempests, or there it is, carriers are on the way for Pezz. And NXZ, I feel like he can't really do anything at the moment. I say that, but he looks like he's trying to push out again with this ground army.
Yeah, a lot of Lings, a lot of Banelings, and a couple of Roach Ravager in there as well. They're just gonna keep the counterattacks of Pezz, with these charge lot run bys pretty minimal, even forcing a warp in at home, but they even get the cancel. Yep, we'll get the cancel of that 5th base.
Yeah, and he has to do something with this army. Like, he has to free up some supply for those Corruptors and for those Broodlords. So yeah, he's looking to trade as best he can, and against Storm, I don't know.
Well, he is managing to keep on pushing through. Most of the Roach Ravager does survive. Files landing on those two, but here comes the carriers, and I think that's NXZ's play. I think that's pretty freed up right now.
Yeah, it does free it up. We do have Corruptors on the way at home. Soon we should have Broodlords as well, but against carriers, like the larger and larger carrier count, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult for for NXZ to deal with. Like, he needs Vipers, I feel like, to really complete this Zerg army.
Maybe get a couple Infestors as well, some newer parasites and fungals as well.
Just some kind of spellcaster, really, to deal with these carriers, and he's pushing out once again. I'm not too sure about this. His army supply is actually really, really hurting in comparison to Pezz.
Well, he is getting a crap ton of Lings behind this. Feels like he wants rid of that. Storms going on to some of the Corruptors, but they do take a carrier down to about 2/5 of health. Baneley's trying to crash in on down, but the Storm is taken to the very low health. The rest of the army is streaming in, but it's not going to be enough. The money storms from Pezz will force back NXZ. The re-engage here by the Protoss. Is it going to be enough? Link streaming in, it won't be, and Pezz is going to take game 1.
Jesus Christ. GG Pezz with the tech switches. I mean, again, the Mulus almost caught him off guard, and I thought maybe he was overreacting a little bit. I mean, in the end, the Phoenixes didn't really do too much for him, but regardless, like he just kept holding on. I feel like the stasis wards were really like the MVPs. Like, so many units were stasis from NXZ, and Pezz was able to defend his natural, his fourth base, like everything at once. It was great to see.
Yeah, I did like the change up from Pezz as well, you know, not going for that double Stargate Mass Phoenix opener.
Yeah, definitely.
Sort of like faked him out, sort of, because he did have that pylon in position. It looked like it was going to be that double Stargate opener, but it turned out not to be, as Everdream's going to be our second map. So this is the best of 3, right? Yeah.
Yes. All of these matches are best of 3s, even the qualifying matches. So, yeah, this could be a 2-0. NXZ, he's going to have to do something to bring this back. I'm a little bit worried because Everdream is a pretty short rush distance, and I don't think Swarmhost Nidus would work too well on this map.
Yeah, I don't think Evo. It is one of our smallish maps in the map pool when compared to, like, you know, Pillars of Gold, Eternal Empire, and Chrome. Like, they have that shorter rush distance, and with more ground to cover by the opponent's army, they will be able to find those Niduses.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's get some hashtags going. If you feel like this guy is going to win, this guy who is the Purple Protoss representing Mind Freeze Gaming and the nation of Australia, he's one game away from qualifying for the second stage. Let's hear it in chat. Use that hashtag Pezz for press. He is Pezz.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Everdream LE, we have the Australian Zerg player representing Legacy Esports. He is NXZ.
And use that hashtag Ryan Goddamn Jones in the chat if you support.
Ryan Goddamn
Jones.
And we'll see what he does on, especially on a map like this. I would like to see NXZ be a little bit more aggressive. I've only just realized that, yeah, especially compared to the other C Zerg players, he hasn't really gone for any like big 2-base all-ins or like Ling Bane bust or anything like that. And I do think that this map does favor like Roach Ravager timings, especially because of how short the rush distance is. But yeah, at the same time, I feel like NXZ isn't really a player to play that sort of style.
No. I think the only cheese he likes to do is Swarmhost Nidus.
That's quote unquote cheese. That's
cheese. Quote unquote cheese.
I mean, it's well aged, you know, it's quite old. It's
It's like one of those cheese that have like maggots in it.
Oh god.
You're supposed to eat the maggots. People are weird.
I mean, it can work, you know, we've seen it work, but again, against Pezz, I don't think it quite did. And yeah, we'll see if Ryan has something else up his sleeve, if he can whip something else out. As again, this is the qualifying match. This is potentially the last game for NXZ in this tournament.
We'll have to see as the Lings are going out now. We'll take care of this scouting probe at least, maybe. As the adept should be coming out now. Yep, there it is. I'm gonna chase away these Lings from killing that cute little probe.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see if yeah, it does save that probe.
Previous libs, the best heroes of the Storm Champion. Don't at me. And also an update on the bracket. Hut did win against Runamok 2-1. So the last qualifying match will be Ranger versus Hut, a TVP. And you know what? Today's bracket has made me so excited for tomorrow because we still have at least Azure, either NXZ or Pezz, either Ranger or Hut. Still have Chappie, still have Vivid. Like, we have all these guys that could possibly make it.
Yeah, Quantel, who got taken out earlier.
Well.
Psycho, who performed very well today in the bracket. Like, it's, yeah. I feel like because there's 4 more qualifier spots tomorrow, like, there's
Claire might.
yeah, like, there's a chance for someone who's maybe not as well known to make it through. Oh, boy.
Printer time.
Yep, it's that time. I mean, Pezz, he is up 1-0 in this series, and again, the rush distance is quite small on this map, so Adepts, they go brr, as you say. Oh boy.
Yep. But, you know, NXZ, he is, you know, going into what you need to get, and he's getting the rotor, and he's getting his lair. He is going to be really well defended for when this timing hits. So
yeah, we'll see, as we do already have the warp prism here. 4 more Adepts being warped in as well. They are looking to hit. Yeah, they're looking to hit that 3rd base. There are no drones here. The queens are a little bit exposed though, but we'll see how NXZ deals with this.
Yep. Oh, Resonating Glaive done in 3 seconds. It looks like he just wants to give up the third base, and this is remind me of NXZ versus Pezz game 1 earlier today. But instead, he might be able to actually save this base, as Shades do continue onto the main, will not get committed to, as these roaches are just gonna force the... You saw that, right?
What? Wait, what did he kill?
It attacked his own Adept.
I saw an explosion. I'm like, what? Zerg units don't explode. Okay.
Yeah, he killed his own Adept.
Yeah. You know, he was very upset that he didn't deal very much damage at all at the 3rd base, so he took his frustrations out on that Adept.
To be fair, the Adept was low. I don't blame him.
Jesus Christ. F's in the chat for that Adept. But yeah, he is managing to find some damage here in the main base.
Yeah, getting a Forge as well as starting that Immortal production, Belial reconstitution. 5 drones going down already. Depth's going into that 3rd base as well. Well, he's trying to shade in, see if there's any morsels that they can find, but it's only just a queen and a hatch so far.
Yeah, NXZ only now starting to saturate his 3rd base, sending workers over, and he does have roaches there to defend against these Adepts in case they decide to commit to any of these shades. And yeah, so, you know, Pezz, he deals his damage, he gets a couple worker kills, he backs off, he's getting his 3rd base underway, he's working on his Immortal production, which is quite nice, especially against roaches, and it looks like we should be getting some charge lots with this +1 melee on the way.
Yeah. So transitioning into the more macro standard style after, you know, trying to get that depth pressure across. Decent amount of immortals out already for our purple Brutal, so any chance of a counterattack will be pretty much nullified by that. Sword Prism just still being threatening.
Yeah.
Doesn't even spot the 4th, and
yeah, this is quite interesting. So
the 2 Adepts come in.
Yeah, the 2 Adepts come in, they do spot the 4th, and we have
Station Pit, Nidus. It's happening.
Oh boy, so we have Blink on the way for Pezz, which is interesting to say the least. He's opting for a more Blink Stalker heavy composition, which would work great against Spire if that came out. And are the Adepts gonna spot this? Are they gonna get in? Oh god, they're not gonna see it.
Oh no, they do shade out just in time to get into the Warp Prism. But oh boy, I mean, where is the vision actually for NXZ for these
It's non-existent right now. He doesn't have any overlords out on the map, but I imagine he will be sending out an overseer for some vision, and this is scary.
Moving out, but yeah, I do like the Stalkers. +1 timing as well. Not going to have Blink just as of yet. And he should realize, oh wait, might be the entire army. He did split up his entire army, thinking it may be more adepts. But that 4th base is up and running. Using that Roach Ravager. Look at those force fields! Oh my god. A number of Roaches died to that, but the Ravagers are here. Fortunately, just morphed a little bit too late. Splits there by NXZ. Force fields trying to split up the army, but the File's been able to spray down, and now here comes the Swarm Host. Locust incoming. Only just like 3 Swarm Hosts, I think, at this moment. But Pezz, he is retreating.
Honestly, this could snowball in favor of Pezz after the Locust Wave does end. Like, the army is still quite strong here, but the Nidus is going down to the north, and honestly, I'm kind of worried for NXZ. Like, he already lost so many Roaches in that first attack, and he doesn't have too many Swarm Hosts at all.
Yeah, he only has 4 in total, I think. Yeah, he only has the 4 total. And he needs to defend against this heavy push from Pezz.
Yeah.
But I think this may be it. Locust still off cooldown for a couple of seconds. Here comes the wave. And except he's just pushing in. He doesn't care about the Immortals. Biles tried to land on the armies, but the blink back. And I think this may be it. I think Pezz, he may have done it. He won a weekly. He lost against this person, but he's able to come back. And Pezz for press is a reality.
Jesus Christ. Pezz, he does it. He qualifies for the main event. Not the main event. ANZ champs 2-0 over NXZ.
GG.
GG. He gets his revenge. Wow. Earlier today, of course, NXZ did knock down Pezz to the lower bracket. And NXZ, he was looking on fire today. He was working. He was tearing his way through the upper bracket, taking out Huts as well. And yeah, he met his demise to Justice Simon, and Pezz had his revenge as well. Congratulations, of course, to Pezz as he does advance on to the ANZ champ group stage. And NXZ, condolences, I guess. Like, he had such a great run, but of course, yeah, that isn't the end of his run. Tomorrow there is the final qualifier. There is definitely another chance there for NXZ to make it through.
Yeah, and I think he can do it, you know? Talk about how we thought Pezz could do it, and we've had some surprises, you know, qualifying for today. You know, Justice Simon being one of them, somebody that we did not expect.
Yeah.
So at least qualify. We expect him to have a deep run. But still, that's just. Whew.
Yeah, like, it was really impressive today by Justice Simon. He's someone who I mean, who probably could qualify, but through the upper bracket, like, that was a surprising.
That was a surprise, yeah.
Yeah. So really well played by Justice Simon. Pezz as well had a really rough start, got knocked down early on, and he worked his way up the lower bracket to eventually get his revenge and qualify. So really well played by Pezz. And yeah, some other upsets, like Runamuk took out Azure, took a game off of Hut. Like, Runamuk is coming out strong. Even though we haven't seen much from him at all in recent weeks. I say recent weeks, in the majority of the year. Like, I think he played in the first ESL Open Cup, and from then, I don't know, it's we haven't seen too much from him, but at least in the TVT matchup, he's looking really good.
Yeah, but you know, it's great to see. You know, it's been like almost even, sort of like more even playing field than it was, like, let's say a year ago. Yeah.
Definitely. I think I was talking to Yaku about it earlier this week during ESL Open Cup Field by Dare, that the region is a lot more competitive nowadays. Where in the past, I think Probe and Seether were the top 2 players in the region, and they were kind of untouchable, like, especially when compared to the other players. But nowadays, like, Demi's on the rise, Miyamaika, like, Justice Simon's even performing really well. NXZ, Huts, they're both back.
And
Pezz, he's on the rise as well. Like, everyone is just taking this, I don't know if I want to say a lot more seriously, but like, the skill level isn't as the disparity isn't as large as it used to be, and
the gap is closing.
Yeah, the gap is closing, and we're seeing them be a lot more competitive with each other. We see that in the ESL Dare Cups, right? Like, at first, Probe was winning everything, and now, like, he's lucky to make it to the finals. Like, the other guys, they're taking it to him, like Demi, Miyamaika, Hut, Pezz, he made it to the finals of a Dare Cup as well. Like, you know, everyone's performing well, and it's really cool to see, because this means that coming into the ANZ champ, like the main event and subsequent rounds, like, you know, it isn't clear cut who's gonna make it through.
Yeah, I will say there are people's different favorites going in, but you know, it's all up to how they perform on the day, what their build orders are. But goddamn, if I'm not proud of my region right now.
Yeah, it's really cool to see everyone performing well, and to see people coming back as well. And yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow. I can't wait to see who the next 4 players are, because again, 4 more players will advance, and they can kind of be anyone. Like, we were talking about NXZ, he's a favorite, maybe Azure as well, but who are the other 2 gonna be, you know? Like, to be fair, we still didn't have the results of Ranger versus Hut, so either one of them could go on as well. Maybe Psycho, Quantel as well, like Runamuk, who took out Azure, you know? Like,
yeah,
it's up in the air.
It's anybody's chance. How about that? Trying to see how far the Ranger Hut match. They are in game 2 at the moment. Trying to see who won game 1. The outs. Oh no, I think they're in game.
Yeah, they are already mid-series. So again, if it's a 2-0, then chances are we probably won't be able to jump into that series, which is a little bit unfortunate that we didn't get to see. We didn't get to cast Ranger at all. I know you did yesterday, which is
I did yesterday, and I only casted him against me and Micah. That was a series.
Yeah. I'm jealous because yesterday I didn't get to cast any Miyamaika, so I was deprived of that. But I mean, I'm just looking forward to the rest of DreamHack summer, right? Like, it's gonna be great to see everyone duke it out.
Really, just the beginning. We got NA coming up this week. We have China, Taiwan, Korea, EU. I think that's all regions, right?
Yeah. Korea isn't involved, as this is like the foreign.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I thought there was. Sorry, that's my bad.
Yeah. This isn't a global event. This is
should be. Let's be honest.
It should be. In saying that, though, when it comes to the final event, there will be Korean invites, which is quite interesting. When I saw that, the invites haven't been announced, but 4 Korean players will be invited over.
Pretty sure it has to be TY because he won GSL.
Does it have to be TY? I mean, I would hope so, don't get me wrong, but I don't know what kind of criteria they have for picking the invites. I don't know if it's based off of seeding or if they just invite whoever's available. But yeah, regardless, there's a lot of StarCraft coming up this week. Yeah, before we move on, like, of course, qualifiers are tomorrow, 5 p.m. KST, which is 6 p.m. AEST. If I'm not wrong.
6 p.m. KST, but I thought it was 5 p.m. AEST. Yeah, it is 5 p.m. AEST, so 4 p.m. KST.
There you go. 4 p.m. KST, 5 p.m. AST. It will be in the afternoon, a couple of hours from now. Tomorrow will be qualifiers number 3, and Quirky and Yaku will be casting that.
Yeah. The GPO duo will take over.
Yes, I will be taking a break, as following that, I will be casting a Chilean tournament in the morning with Yoda Slim, hosted by Lai Spida. Which, shout out to Darking, he was in the chat earlier. He is one of the best admins out there. Best Latin American admin, at least. And yeah, we have a lot of StarCraft. Because for the rest of the week, we're going to be covering the NA qualifiers, the Latin American qualifiers, the Taiwan Hong Kong qualifiers. The only thing we won't be covering is the European, as that is at an awful time for everyone. And
including the Europeans.
Yeah.
In our head, apparently.
Yep. As you know, like Steel, he still works, and Kuro needs time to work on other things as well. Yeah, I'm same with me. Like I'm gonna struggle working on VODs, like constantly casting this week.
Because we got a lot of content coming over the next couple of months.
Yeah, it's quite a bit, but. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Right now, the weekly schedule is on screen. That is our normal weekly schedule. Of course, that hasn't been updated for next week, as it will be full of ESL DreamHack qualifiers. Jesus Christ. It's going to be an endurance test, to say the least.
Yeah, thank God I got black.
But before we go, Quirky.
Yeah.
Quirky, why don't you tell the people a little bit about yourself?
Well, you can find me on twitter.com/QuirkyCast. You can also follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/QuirkyCast when I occasionally cast. You also find me casting League of Legends on twitch.tv/Sumsock every Friday. And on twitch.tv/OpalCast when I cast the unofficial English broadcast for the LPL, the Chinese League.
Yeah, Quirky, of course, he doesn't just cast StarCraft, he is involved a lot in League, in the local OCE scene. So yeah, if you are interested, in hearing more of Quirky, then do tune into that. And yeah, as for me, you can follow me at light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. I do stream occasionally. I do also tweet whenever I go live with some of these casts. But more importantly, do follow the CranKy Ducklings here on Twitch, as well as all of our social media that you can see on stream there: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Yeah, we're gonna be live 7 days a week. I think we have 12 broadcasts this week, or something like that. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's it's good. It's all of our regular stuff plus all the qualifiers on top of that. So if you're a fan of StarCraft, whether it's OCE, whether it's NA, Latin American, Korean, it's all here. It's all on this channel. And yeah, a shout out to the rest of the CranKy Ducklings casting team as well. You know, it isn't just the two of us. Yakuzaku is involved, Kuro, Steel Mold, Dali and Jet occasionally jump in as well. Like it's a group effort to make this happen. And yeah, this wouldn't be a thing if it wasn't for everyone just chipping in and doing their part. So yeah.
Alright, I think that's it now for your nostalgia slash spiel. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm goddamn hungry right now.
Go get some food, Quirky. Thanks everyone for watching, and we will be back tomorrow for qualifier number 3. Thanks everyone for watching. Stay tuned. We're gonna raid someone, maybe Vivid, another StarCraft streamer who is streaming.
Hashtag Ryan Goddamn Jones.
Ciao.